Did you know that 10 million men and women are victims of domestic violence annually? 72% end in murder suicide. The month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and I've written this poem hoping that this will be able to help individuals that are current victims of domestic violence or previous victims of domestic violence. My name is Victoria Porter Bennett, and this is a spoken word poem, and it's titled The Silence of Abuse. Physical, emotional, verbal, and mental. The silence of abuse, internally detrimental. The black eye, the broken bones, the fist upside your head. Your mind says leave, your heart says stay instead. Ostracized, criticized, chastised, victimized, and traumatized. The external scars of these vicious attacks on your outer shell. Certainly, your physical wounds, soon they will get well. Internal scars beyond the surface, puncturing your epidermis. Inside a fiery pit, like the flaming of a furnace. Words replaying over in your mind, a recording that just won't quit. Thoughts of suicide, to this you won't admit. The fear, the turmoil, piercing your very soul. You realize that your mate is brutally out of control. Unbearable, unthinkable, uncomparable to anything. Indescribable, abhorrible, untenable, unforgettable, utterly unacceptable. The soul ties, the strongholds, as you watch your life unfold, mesmerized, hypnotized, your eyes covered in a blindfold. They say, I'm sorry, I promise to refrain. You desire to trust, yet it's hard to ascertain. A broken promise, you've heard this all before. Your prayer for them is to conform, to transform, and to reform. Wrestling a spirit of principality, a spirit of brutality, jealousy, control, anger, and addiction at its worst, a generational curse, a spirit so adverse, afraid to tell someone, anyone, because of what they might think. Your self-esteem, your self-confidence, it's now on the brink. Afraid of being a spectacle, the center of gossip, no one to talk to, nowhere to turn, all bottled up inside. The constant abuse and everyday lifestyle soon becomes magnified. You convince yourself that you've done something wrong, when the fact of the matter is you're not where you belong. The church smile on your face for everyone to see, pretending all is well and hoping they will believe. When deep inside you're broken, living in hell on earth, needing to get out and needing to know your worth, alienated, isolated from your family and your friends. How long must this go on before the violence ends? Though this is not how the cycle began, it started when you were just a youth. The absence of love, the rape, the constant criticism. This is how the story began and how you were imprisoned. Yet this is not how the cycle will end. It's time you comprehend. Regardless of what you've been told, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. No need to be dismayed. When the recordings replay in your mind, say aloud to yourself, no longer will I be confined. Speaking positively, favorably, harmoniously to yourself, building your confidence, transforming your consciousness, seeking guidance for your escape before the violence escalates. Pray to Jesus. He's your deliverer. Through him, you are more than a conqueror. There are no limitations to what you can achieve. It's time you made a choice. It's time for you to leave. Have faith. No longer accept this bondage called abuse. No longer must you subject yourself. The help you mustn't refuse. Stop listening to the lies coming from the devil in full disguise. The statistics are startling for people who end up dead. Get out while you can and stop being misled. The deception is easy, even difficult to conceive. You're a queen, a king by far, and this you must receive. Remember that God loves you and I love you.